Formation. Do not fail, Lieutenant. Are we clear?
Hello everybody, I am back. I've been on a bit of a hiatus because in the past week or so I had planned to move back home to California. So in all this time I've been kind of stressing, but I'm back and I've been busy, and now I can finally make my video because last week I did have the chance to go to Galaxy's Edge to Batuu at Disneyland Anaheim. I got lucky enough to get reservations back when they opened up. It took forever. It took over an hour before I could finally get in through the system and make reservations. I made 2 reservations. The second one I won't be able to go to because of work, but at least I got to go on June 5th, so that was last week, and I'm finally being able to record. But I just wanted to tell you guys how much fun it was and how much I enjoyed it. It didn't disappoint at all, and there were just so much to see. I was overwhelmed walking in with my crowd. I had an 11 to 3 o'clock time slot. Again, they had wristbands. It was colored wristbands for your time slot. And some people have been asking me whether or not you would be able to stay in there. Like, how do they keep track of, which people are in which time slots? But again, there are colored wristbands and there are stormtroopers all over the area. It's pretty cool. They litter the area, and it's not so much the stormtroopers looking out, but a lot of the workers too, just the Disneyland workers that will steer you in kind of a direction once the overlapping next time allotted group comes in. And they'll let you know, oh, this area is just now like an exit, so you can't go back into the areas where now the new group is coming in. So they kind of steer you in a circle. We stayed to the right going towards the line where you leave your phone number to make reservations for Cantina, and that would get capped really quickly. So luckily we got in for that, and we left our phone number, and they let us know we had about 45 minutes until our allotted time in the Cantina was up. We got blue milk right away. The blue milk was pretty good. I feel like I could definitely see why some people didn't like it. It's like a coconut rice milk, and it's pretty ricey. It's slushy on there. I enjoyed it, so I'm glad that I actually like it because I want to have another one when I go back. They have blue milk, or they have Bantha milk jugs. They're just reusable plastic mugs. They come with a little lanyard to go around it, but they didn't have them at the time. I asked one of the workers if they sold them right there at the blue milk station, and they did, but they just didn't have any at the time. So that's something I'm definitely looking forward to picking up next time I go. Hopefully they have them. They were pretty good about staggering just lines, besides Cantina being packed, and same with like lightsaber building and droid building. Those got busy really quickly. I'm waiting to do those a bit later. Next time I gotta save up. That lightsaber's $200, but definitely well worth it. I'm not so much intrigued by building a droid. I would want to, but I don't know if I'd need it. I like the backpack. If anything, I like the backpack more than the whole droid building, but those got capped right away. I steered clear of it. I went into the droid depot and just saw the merch they had. They have a separate merch store outside of the store where you build the droid. So I checked that out. Again, I was just sensory overload. There was a lot to see, a lot to take in. There was a lot I wanted to do and see because there was things I read up on and pictures I've seen of things that I was like, I definitely want to see that and look at that. And I was just all over the place. But the marketplace, like alley, was my favorite. It's the most aesthetic and in theme feel. When you are by like Kylo Ren's ship and it's like all the Empire on that end, it definitely feels like Jeddah. Not that I've ever been to Jeddah, but it definitely has that Jeddah look from Rogue One, and I like that a lot because it still feels very in theme. It's nothing like Tatooine. It's supposed to be, no, not even like a desert planet, but I would just say it's very Jeddah looking. I think maybe in this color schemes that they have. I was after certain things, but then I saw others that I liked better. We picked up a pin, and this was actually outside. This was at the launch bay, and this was like a limited release day pin, although they had them everywhere, so there was like tons of them, so it's not like they sold out. I mean, I don't know how much longer they'll have them, but these are pretty cool. It has the date on it. May 31st, 2019 landing day. So this one's a really cool pin. I will probably wear it. I'm not much of like a keeper of limited edition things where I don't want to take it out of the box or get it ruined, but I definitely want to wear this around, so that's awesome. I picked up this awesome keychain that's just like the ring in The Last Jedi, and on the bag it says, "May the Force be with you," and it was at the Resistance Outpost, and it's pretty much like those just giant kiosks where in regular Disneyland they would sell those little bubble maker machines, but they had everything you needed for Resistance. I'll probably buy some more there, but again, in the alleyways of markets, there's so many great little things. Like the store with all the creatures there, I regret not buying a little suction cup Minoc to put on the window, which is hilarious. I gotta get that next time I'm there. One of my favorite things, although there was tons of them, they were just mass produced, they're all over Disneyland and in Galaxy's Edge, were the bottle spray fans that are in the shape of these moisture vapors from Tatooine. To me, this is like one of the most in-themed, deep-cut little Easter egg souvenirs ever. I was freaking out when I saw pictures of these and I knew that I had to get them. And then you realize that they're all over Disneyland. I mean, anybody can buy them, but I think this is, to me, one of the most special and most cool souvenirs to have. And then it has a lanyard, has a Black Spire Outpost written on it, so you carry this around on you, which will come in handy because the summer is going to be very, very hot at Disneyland. So I'm excited to use it, and I just think it's one of the coolest things. It's in the shape of the little moisture vapors from Tatooine, straight from Luke's farm. This is probably one of my favorite things ever. This is so awesome. But anyways, those are awesome. When we went into the cantina, it was such a great environment and really cool setting and theme. The lights, there's so many different drinks to try, alcoholic and non-alcoholic. I tried the hyperspace, like punch it, and it was just pretty much a fruity punch drink. I want to try everything on the menu. We were allotted 2 drinks per person, and we ended up getting one of the souvenir cups. So they have the Yub Nub, and it's also a souvenir cup, and that one's like $42, and it has like sketched out, carved out, like Endor with little Ewoks and little trees, and that one's a pretty cool one. This one is Cliff Dweller, and I wish I could get this drink again without having to pay the $32 for the souvenir drink, because the drink itself was delicious, very coconutty and really, really, really good. They went all out with some of those flavors. Even one of the alcoholic ones, it was, to me, very minty, but very tangy, fruity. They have really delicious stuff, so I can't wait to try all the other drinks. But there were no bathrooms in the cantina, so I was drinking these drinks and I had to go, and I was not done with this drink yet, and I was trying to like chug it as fast as I could. They are pretty heavy on the ice with them, some of those drinks, but again, it was very coconutty and delicious. This one was $32, first edition Star Wars Galaxy's Edge on the bottom, which is awesome. And you get a little porg mug to go home, which is great because you'll finish your drink, they'll take those cups back, but then bring you boxed new ones. So you can go home with the one you didn't drink from, and it's boxed and ready to go for you. So it was fun. There's DJ Rex that's in there as a droid, and he's spinning music. There's even kind of a scenario where the power goes down in the cantina, and the bartender just like hit the little engine or the little control room in the middle, and then you hear that the power comes back up and the music plays and lights are down. There's tons of people. They pretty much seated us where they had room, so luckily we were in a booth with other people. They'd come through and ask if you ordered yet, and they'll take your order, and they come back, and they're very quick about it. They're working super hard, but it was really fun environment. It took a little while with only 3 servers, but we were still enjoying everything that the cantina had to offer. It's very, very detailed when you have the time to look around and notice these things. I just felt overwhelmed walking around. I didn't go into Docking Bay 7, the other restaurant, but I want to try some of the desserts they have. Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities. I just love the doors, the fact that again, they're just automatic doors, but they're very in theme. You feel like you are on a freighter on a ship, and the doors opening automatically like that. But Doc Ondar is in his shop and he's working on something, and you just all these characters from different movies, from the prequels, and there's just a lot of detail to see. Smuggler's Run was so cool. I get nauseous on a lot of rides, but this one, I did get nauseous, yes, but it's because I was just looking around so much. There's pilots, there's gunners, and there's engineers. You get one of the jobs, you sit in your seat and you are watching the screen, because you're watching like out the windshield of the Millennium Falcon to where you're going, but also you actually have to like press buttons and do your job in order for your crew to survive. So there's different outcomes. It'll probably be different every single time you go on it, which is awesome. I don't think I would want to ever be a pilot, because that's like a lot of pressure, because you're legit steering this and it's like playing a video game, and I'm not very good at video games, especially those driving games. I'm always crashing into walls, so that's pretty intense. I don't mind being a gunner or an engineer. I don't want to be a pilot. So yeah, it got me nauseous just because there's so much to look around at and see. But the waiting area, again, we waited later in our 4-hour slot to go on the ride, and we had not even a wait time. We just walked right through the line staging straight to where they take us into the kind of lobby waiting area is in the Millennium Falcon. So you have hollow chest set up, and you have all just the little seating areas and buttons and all the details of what it would look like in the Millennium Falcon before they take you into the cockpit for the actual ride. So that was a lot of fun. I can't wait to do that one again. And then afterwards, when I felt like I guess I saw the majority of things, the Millennium Falcon itself, the one that's actually set up outside of the ride, is just so amazing, so detailed. It is just breathtaking to see in actual life size. And you could also see the opening, like for out of the like marketplace. You could see the opening for the First Order ride that's going to be open in the fall. We knew that it wasn't open, so we didn't try and go over. And then you see the next wave of people start coming in, and they're excited trying to get into that line for the cantina to make reservations. And we were walking around just looking at merch, taking it in. I took some pictures. Chewie was out, Rey was out, Kylo Ren was out, and again, there's stormtroopers everywhere. You could just sit and V. Marathi from the Black Spire Outpost book that's going to come out later, she was running around and hiding in bushes and behind people's chairs and stuff, so that was pretty cool. She's very in character and running around being the rebel spy that she is. And there was even an Imperial officer walking around, and the people working there, maybe because it's fresh and it's brand new, but they're just very, very in theme, which is awesome. I was just living my best life. Even being overwhelmed with everything that they had, I was loving it, and I cannot wait to go back and spend way more time looking at all the detailed stuff, buy some more stuff. And yeah, this is also the Disneyland map of the park. They just updated it to make it really cool and kind of holographic with the Millennium Falcon on the front. And then it shows you in more detail the stores that are in the land. So these are cool. I want to keep this as a souvenir because they'll change it to whatever is next later on, but it'll probably be this for a long time, promoting Star Wars Land. But yeah, I will probably be back right after reservations are up in a little over a week, after the 24th. So I'm sure it'll be jam-packed, but I'll still go. I'll still enjoy it. Even if I can't get onto Smuggler's Run or to something else, I will still be in those lines, just living it up in Batuu. It was really amazing, and I can't wait for everybody else to see it after reservations are lifted and it's just a free-for-all. I want everybody to enjoy Star Wars Land as much as, you know, the next guys. So that was my experience. I obviously was not let down. I had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to go back and buy more and enjoy that ride again and drink more Bantha milk. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys my experience and how much I loved it, and the fact that it was just really awesome and does live up to the hype. So I'm back on kind of a schedule and a routine with videos. I will bring you more content hopefully in the near future, and I have Comic-Con in a little over a month in July, so that should bring me a lot more content as well. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back on more frequently. Thanks.